Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set, 10 logo. 44.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Ready?
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Mike 3. Combo. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Clark. Well, he'll find Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Set, ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Looking to throw. Clark. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line.
0-0, Mike 3. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 3, Mike 3. Combo.
Recon, 132 fighter. Lee Griffin.
Back to throw. Clark. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Let's go one more. Slam.
Protein spill.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ready up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 8-3.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On the double.
Mike 3. Combo.
General West.
Check.
2.
Now Clark to throw. Off play action. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Looking to throw. Clark. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Stick. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Go! 60 or.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Got it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's the pass. X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ready, break.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
80 weapon. Get it.
1st and 10, Stick. Catch made, it's Moreau. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
44, Mike.
Shoot.
Now Stick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
I'm going back to you.
On third down, it's Stick. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Stick back to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Go, go. Five.
Clark now, off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the Chiefs out to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To try again after the sack. Stick throwing right, and that's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Raiders.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Back to the running game to Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Running is Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Ready?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit.
And the Raiders have got him. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, Disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the double.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right.
Now Clark throwing on 3rd and long. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
132 fighter.
And Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Play him. Stay Griffin.
On 1st down, Whitfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
10 Lobo.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Protein
One
spill.
yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
3. Mike 3. Exit, exit.
Check.
Kill. Turn up.
General West.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready? 60 or.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the run.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
You get it.
Here's Clark from the gun on 3rd down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
61. Matchbox light.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Six, bullet high.
I'm trying to collect.
Shoot.
Here's Pollard. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Clark from the gun, he'll throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
On the ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Just like that. Just like that. Let's go, let's go.
Stick looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Stay with your man. Bravo.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 50. Go.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
55.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Raiders.
We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Leo.
2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Mike's yeah, let's get second lunch.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep
80 weapons.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Four's a mic.
Get it.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch the whip.
Hey, Charlie. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Clark. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Clark to throw. Off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this throw caught left side.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clark. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Looking to throw. Clark. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Motion, motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2nd and 13. And his throw here's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Who did?
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it any.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now a give right side. McCray. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Oakland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.